Gosh, Mother, Dad, where did it be over? Classic little grey, there it is. Do you have milk in little grey? I'll run it. Okay.
Well done!
Hello, Mummy. Hello.
My parents married quite young. They've got us, 5 of us in total, all adopted.
Oh, come on, Merv, you're going to get wet there.
It meant so much, and means still so much, the love from them. And I hear from friends that the love you feel for your children is just indescribable. But then also, to look after a human is such a big responsibility, especially when disability comes into play.
Where's she gone? Oh, I missed her.
My birth mum got told that I had dwarfism. 2 days later, she gave me up for adoption. It's definitely made me think, when parents find out their child has a disability, what is their fear? I'm so interested to find out, 30 years later, has that changed? How does my birth mum feel today? And what would I do if I were in the same position?
She was always going to have 5 or 6 children growing up, you know. And then when her friends started having children and she looked after them a few times, she was like, one's hard work, isn't it?
Do you ever think about having children? Do you ever seriously think that you do or don't want kids?
Yeah, it goes through waves, I think. Yeah, I think sometimes. Like, it would be nice to put, like, genes on the planet when I pass away.
Indeed. Leaving part of you behind.
So you two got married when you were 18?
Mum was 18, I was 20. And they all said it won't last. We wanted kids, but it was becoming fairly clear that it was unlikely.
And then the adoption sort of just followed from that. Eleanor! Hello!
There were no genuine obstacles, as far as we were concerned, to any child. Kids are kids. But I think a lot of people will give up on the children that are born with a disability. Some of it is perhaps their own doubts about their ability and how they are going to deal with that within their social circle, their society, their lives. We don't carry the guilt.
No, that's the difference.
And that's the big difference with us. We don't blame ourselves because we have produced something that is less than perfect, because we haven't produced any of you. The only thing Mum and I leave behind is our influence. And it's difficult sometimes, when I think about it, that's all we can do. There isn't going to be a bit of me. It's one of those things that if you can leave part of you behind, to me it matters. What I'd hate to happen for you is that you drifted past the point of no return and then thought, oh shit, I've missed the boat.
Yeah. I've been thinking about what my dad said to me, and being a 30-year-old woman, this is a time people think about starting a family. It's different because I'm living with a disability every single day, so I know what it's like to be a disabled person. But 80% of individuals with dwarfism are born to average height parents. If you find out you've got a disabled baby, do people think they can't actually cope with it? Is it because they don't know what it's like to have a disability? Are they nervous? Do they want this picture-perfect baby? I'm meeting a group of families who all discovered they were having a child with achondroplasia during their routine scans. It's always that nerve-wracking thing when you meet people the first time.
You say hi to Ellie. Say hi to Ellie. Say hi.
They've set up their own support group to share their experiences.
We were watching Ellie's races this morning, weren't we, on YouTube? Yeah.
Oh, watching me swimming.
We were, weren't
I can't
we?
do that now.
Hey, hi.
You want a cup of tea?
You like cups of tea? I like cups of tea too. Yeah. Rosie and Lloyd's 17-month-old son, Arlo, was diagnosed with dwarfism at a 28-week scan. How did you get told that Arlo has got achondroplasia? And what was going through your heads in that time?
That day, obviously, is one that we look back to quite a lot because our lives kind of changed forever from that point. And, you know, I didn't know what dwarfism was. I didn't know what was to come. I remember, like, going up to our local hospital to see one of the consultants, and one of the first things he said when we got into the appointment was, "Is it just bad luck then?" And I was like, what? Have a consultant who is like the most
medical professional, someone you trust,
the
all
most
this.
senior
Yeah.
version of
To
medical,
say that.
to say, is it just bad luck then? Like, how are you meant to feel good about something if someone's telling you it's bad luck?
Because I thought it got better.
I find it really difficult talking about this because it makes me feel really guilty now. But, like, I always say I felt like I'd been thrown on a train, like, you are going to this destination whether you like it or not. Because we were so late on in the pregnancy, it was like the first time in my life I'd not had a choice. I think it came from an absolute place of fear. That, like, my friends wouldn't want to know us anymore because we were going to be different.
I don't think you should feel guilty at all, no, with those thoughts and feelings. If that's how you felt, there's going to be so many women out there that are hiding how they felt as well.
As soon as he was outside, it was like totally
Yeah, what were we worried about?
eradicated.
It's absolutely fine. Dada?
Yeah, you coming up? Come on up. What shocked me is that doctor saying that's bad luck to Rosie. I don't know why that got me emotional, and I don't know why. Like, that was what touched me. What is this? Is this a jumper? I feel like there's still so much more to be done to educate and to change the language and support and see it as an incredible thing, not as a negative thing. Gosh, you can hear me walking weirdly. Okay. And this is all my adoption papers. I just put them in a cupboard. I think that's what we all do, don't we? We don't want to face reality, so we put stuff away. The fact sheet on achondroplasia. This is the information sheet my birth mum got given when she found out I had dwarfism. Perhaps the biggest problem faced in achondroplasia is society believes that short stature equates to limited intelligence, which may prevent them from leading a normal, fulfilling life. This is what we want to take today to Imperial and just see whether language has changed. The fear that people have in their minds and perceive on disability, has that changed? I want to find out, what is it like to be a parent in this situation, and what's it like not just being the parent but the medical professions as well. I feel like I'm going on like a scientific examination test or a learning test. I'm going back to science school. Queen Charlotte and Chelsea Hospital is home to Imperial College Healthcare's fetal medicine unit, and one of their consultants is going to show me around.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello.
I'm Bryony. Nice to meet you.
It's so lovely to meet you, Bryony.
Welcome to Imperial and Queen Charlotte.
Thank you so, so much. I am really, really looking forward to it. This is one of just 16 specialised units in the UK. This is where people come if there's something's happened, is it?
When babies on routine scans have been identified to potentially have any issues or concerns, they then would be referred to see us in fetal medicine. So let me take you there, and I'll introduce you to Christoph Lees, who's our Professor of Fetal Medicine.
Oh, wow, Professor.
Come through.
How do you guys go about telling parents that unborn babies may have a disability or an illness?
There isn't a set recipe, in all honesty, Ellie. We do this very much at the couple's pace or woman's pace, but it's really important we don't just give all the information in one go.
It's human to often take a snapshot of really critical moments, really emotional moments. So we've got to be really careful with the language we use and what we say, because that will absolutely stick in a woman's mind, or a couple's mind, for almost ever.
Yeah, because I think my birth mum didn't get told till I was 2 days afterwards. And then she got this sheet of paper and it said, again, such as like achondroplasia, the mental state will probably be perceived as going into the circus and other forms.
I think with the lens of today, looking back on that, we find that, symbolic, really. Women are counselled, by us, by geneticists, before the baby's born, so they can have a, realistic idea of the health issues potentially that any baby might have.
So what happens if a woman doesn't want to continue the pregnancy?
So women are counselled about all options, including not continuing the pregnancy. But it's really important that when those decisions are being made, they are made without doctors' influence, if that makes sense. So they're very much supported to be making a decision to whatever they feel is right for them and their family.
It's a decision no one takes lightly. But if there are serious problems found, a couple may decide that they don't want to continue the pregnancy.
It remains with them the rest of their lives. And, it is incredibly difficult. I think it's probably the hardest thing I'll ever do in the whole of their life.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't even know how to sum it up. Now I know what so many women go through when they get a diagnosis, and now what my birth mum, the emotions that could have hit her when she got the genetic condition, news about me having a disability and having achondroplasia.
Have you ever had a conversation with her about what went through her mind?
I don't know, actually. Yeah. Be interesting to find out. Again, it's so hard, isn't it? It's such a tricky situation to ask someone that gave you up in a way. Like, why? This is Brighton, isn't it? I've never been to Brighton. we're off to meet David and Megan, who have found out she's about 30 weeks pregnant, but she found out that their unborn child has a disability. I know that they met in their late 30s, and it's been a bit of a journey for them with this pregnancy. I think they've had about 3 rounds of IVF. So I know this unborn baby is a baby that they've wanted for some time.
So we've got, was that?
Oh, wow.
That's the one where she's doing the Bruce Forsyth. No. That's the first one where actually she looks like a human.
Yeah. You can see the hair, can't you, in the nose?
Yeah, you can see
Like they look like babies, don't they?
Yeah, no, it's brilliant.
So what week scan is that?
So that's 12 week when she was still tiny. And that's when we started to obviously get results.
When you found out you were pregnant, what was that feeling like?
It was exciting.
That was spontaneous tears, isn't it? That
Yeah,
one? Yeah, that was really.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting to either. We were thinking, oh, we'll just not get too excited, because we knew how fragile and how perhaps limited our opportunities would be.
Yeah.
So it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Like both of us just cried. Yeah.
Oh, that's so lovely.
They give you what they call like a risk chance, and it's like for us it was 1 in 32, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Chance of Down syndrome. I suppose in your mind you sort of start to dismiss it a bit.
They said that there was another blood test that they could do, which is called the NIPT test. They're able to see whether there is an anomaly with their chromosomes.
That was just, that's like time stopped, didn't it?
Yeah. Did it?
And like we're like, well, so there's 97% chance then that our baby does have Down syndrome. And that's when everything just went really slow. Yeah. And we didn't even know how to end the conversation, did we? And then I think for us, it's just, it was tough.
The decision that you've gone through, tell me about that, and how did you come up with that decision?
Both decisions feel selfish. If you proceed with the pregnancy and you ultimately bring a child into the world who really struggles, it feels like you've done that because you wanted to be a parent. But if you opt to have an abortion, you're choosing to abort a child without the knowledge of who they could become and what their life could be, and without considering the value of that life.
What were your worries? Was it just like the fear of the unknown, or?
It's not the most caring world. What will be there for our child when we're gone? But the biggest one for me, Ellie, and it'll probably get me now, I was talking about, but I just don't like the idea of anyone bullying my child or making fun of them or being unkind to them. Like, I can deal with most things, and that idea that my child might experience bullying because of their chromosomes just kills me.
I don't like the fact that kids are getting rejected just because they have a disability. Since finding out my birth mum and finding out more about me, I feel the trauma that it's had on being given up was the reason that she put me up for adoption, because of my disability. Have I been rejected from birth because of that? This weird feeling I've got inside me, is it because of being adopted? like, it makes me feel weird. It makes me get a bit emotional sometimes when I think about it. Like, because I don't know what I'm feeling. I always said to myself, like, growing up, like, I wanted lots of children, I wanted to adopt, whereas now I would want children of my own, because I know what I've gone through. Yeah, I think it would be nice to see someone like yourself and to have yourself passed on in the world, isn't it? For some people starting a family, genetic variation comes as a shock. I already know that one gene change has led to my dwarfism, and that if I started a family, there would be a chance that I'd pass it on. But I don't know exactly what that chance is. So I'm meeting Melita, a genetic counsellor.
Hi Ellie, it's nice to meet you.
She has dedicated her life to researching dwarfism. As a woman with achondroplasia, and I was coming to you to start a family, what would you advise to me?
So, this is Ellie, and your partner, Mystery Man. And if
Mystery Man, you're somewhere on there.
So if your partner doesn't have achondroplasia, and they're of average height, there are 2 out of 4 possibilities that this baby will have achondroplasia.
What if my partner's got the same condition as me?
If he too has achondroplasia, then the situation is slightly different. There are 4 outcomes. These 2 have achondroplasia. Now there's a 1 in 4 chance of average stature and a 1 in 4 chance of the double dose achondroplasia, which means the bones grow very, very slowly. And so the pregnancies often end in miscarriage, or the babies, if they're born, will be born with such severe respiratory problems because the ribs are bones. And if the ribs don't grow, the lungs don't grow. And so, unfortunately, these babies don't survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's as worse you could possibly imagine. People should not have to go through that. And some couples come to me and say, please, can you advise us how to avoid this?
Yeah.
So there is a process that you can go through called pre-implantation genetic testing, which is a combination of an IVF pregnancy and then doing genetic testing of the embryos that are developed through that process and not using embryos that have the genetic change.
If we wanted to have a dwarf child,
yes,
would we be able to still choose to have a dwarf child?
Only the embryos that are free of that severe genetic condition are used to form the pregnancy. There's a 1 in 4 chance of this double dose situation occurring, and couples don't want to put themselves through that.
It's tough, isn't
Yeah.
it? If I was to have a child with a partner who had dwarfism, there's a 25% chance that a double dose could happen. And if we were to go through genetic testing, the dwarfism gene just stops. It would be an average height baby. So if we all did that, then no dwarfism baby would be born to a dwarfism couple. That's something that an average height person just doesn't think about. Making all these decisions it's about going deep down right into your core. You have to dig deep into parts of you that you never knew existed. I'm having to think about things that I'm not ready to think about, but I just, yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, that in there was a bit like, oh. Like, it's... Yeah, I just feel way out. Like, I feel like I'm This is just, yeah, like having to think about things is, I was just not ready for it, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. We're off to see Megan and David. They've just been told that they've got to have another scan due to some news that there's not enough blood getting from Megan's placenta to the baby. And I really hope that they're okay, because I think in a way they've built a shield up where you're protecting yourself from all these emotions, whether it's sad emotions, whether it's excited. You're expecting the worst and hoping for the best.
Megan? Hi, hello.
I think we all have felt like that one stage in our life, haven't we? Where you don't want to show your emotions, but actually, it's the protection.
Put the light off. You okay?
Yeah.
So what have they told you on your last scan?
So yeah, we know she's measuring small.
Small. Okay. The placenta, the Down syndrome placenta, doesn't function like a normal placenta. So we often see there is evidence of placental insufficiency towards the end of the pregnancy. All right, so we're gonna start by taking some measurements. That's the blood going to the brain. I'll explain what that means in a second. They referred you to me because of the blood flow in the brain, and it's on the lower end of normal. So when they don't get enough oxygen, they redistribute the oxygen to the brain to protect the brain.
Yeah.
Based on this pattern, I would be recommending delivery around 36 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah?
Via C-section or?
It's not going to be a low-risk spontaneous labor. Labor is like running a marathon. And when you have an element of placental insufficiency, it's like starting a marathon with not enough energy. So our options are really a cesarean section at 36 weeks, which is probably the most likely scenario here.
And so do you think we should be booking a cesarean section now?
We will book it for you today.
Do you think that's calmed your feelings and anxiousness?
Yeah, a little
now?
bit. It is really lovely to be able to see her, and yeah, it makes it feel more real, which sounds crazy when I'm 35 weeks pregnant, but because of the journey that we've had, I think we've always only just, looked to the next stage, and now the next stage is actually the delivery. So I think when she's actually finally here, that's when I'll really kind of relax, and it will really hit me that we've got a baby.
Thank you ever so much. You're welcome. It's so lovely. She was amazing.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys soon. Throughout this whole pregnancy, Megan and David are just so firm with their decision. But almost 90% of those who receive a diagnosis of Down syndrome during pregnancy decide to terminate. Parents will have their own reason for choosing a termination. I also think that a disability in society is still seen as the non-norm. I think sometimes people probably don't realise they've got this negative view on disability until it actually happens to them and reality hits them. And then they realise actually, like, I'm scared. Imperial encouraged me to speak with a charity that they refer women to when they get an unexpected diagnosis. Hi, Jane.
Hi, Ellie.
How are you? You all right? Jane has been running Things at Art for almost 25 years. I'm hoping she can help me understand why people are scared to have a disabled child.
Yorkshire tea, all right?
Oh yeah, no, perfect.
We've actually got herbals if you
Oh no,
prefer that.
I'm a Yorkshire tea. She has supported thousands of people as they decide what to do about a diagnosis. It might be only yourself or maybe a partner that they speak to. What's going through their minds?
They're making this really, really life-changing decision, either to carry on with their pregnancy or ending the pregnancy. I think one of the major things that people grapple with is the uncertainty.
Yeah.
It's rare when they're given a diagnosis that their medical team is able to say, this is exactly how things are going to be. It's working out what can we cope with in relation to that uncertainty? What do we want our child to have to cope with?
Do you think if the acceptance gets better and better in society, then maybe it'll help people keep the children?
I think obviously people don't make a decision in a vacuum. And certainly in the last 10, 20 years, the economic situation for people with disabilities, the challenges they face and their families face are real. A more inclusive society, better resources for people with disabilities, better educational opportunities, work opportunities, that will all set a context that may make a difference.
Yeah.
It's so important to us that they're supported to make those choices because they have to live with the choices.
I listened to an interview that you did and you mentioned that one of the women who spoke to you said that she wished her baby had died so she didn't have to make this big decision, this choice.
Yeah, and that's not just one woman. I've spoken to several, and they'll say, I feel awful saying it, but I just find the level of onerousness and the difficulty of this decision so much that I'd rather it was taken out of my hands. But it just shows just how tough it is.
It is, yeah. Yeah. The more I understand what people go through to make decisions about their pregnancy, the more apparent it becomes that it's not based solely out of fear of disability. I love where we are, Clacton upon Sea. It's like every family that we meet is by the seaside. Water and me, we're always together. When Levi and Lewis started a family, they discovered Lewis was the carrier of a genetic condition called DiGeorge syndrome. The severity of the condition varies and can cause a range of difficulties, from heart defects to developmental delays. Their first child has a milder form of the condition, but when they found out they were expecting again, they made the difficult decision to terminate the pregnancy. You never know when you have a genetic condition how much it's going to impact the child until it's born or even later on in life. I've been, I don't know if I can say this, but lucky in a way that I've not had to have a spinal surgery. I'm able to do everyday stuff, which even individuals with my type of disability, dwarfism, sometimes they can get affected. So there's so many things that I want to unpack with them.
I did love you.
Levi and Lewis live with their first child, Kaylin, and Grandma Bev for some extra support. I want to hear more about how they've dealt with their decision.
It was his birthday recently, so we've got cards and
Oh, that's
whatnot.
so lovely.
Yeah, so he's got like his casket.
So is that his ashes?
Yeah, that's his ashes.
Oh.
So candles get lit on occasions and things, so.
Yeah. Does it help, do you think?
Yeah, it makes me feel at peace. Yeah, like I say goodnight to him every night.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's like he's still in our family. He's in his house, like where he was going to grow up. So, yeah, like he's safe here.
I can imagine it was a very hard decision to make.
Yeah. We just thought we'd get lucky again. Because Kaylin and Lewis, they would probably class it as the milder form of the syndrome. With Kai, he had the worst outcome of the DiGeorges. Like, his heart was just all in the wrong place, really. So he could have even been born already passed away.
Yeah.
It's just not a life.
I did sort of take it upon myself
because I had the conditions. I felt like I had to
make the decision.
Yeah, I took it off her really.
Did you?
Yeah, it took us literally to the last day that we could legally
terminate.
I don't think we would ever have made this decision otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it was the worst day of our lives. I'm so grateful we got to see him. I feel like he wanted to be held, and we got to have a funeral.
Everyone was so nice, weren't they? Even the undertakers. It was a proper funeral.
Yeah, it was so. We didn't really talk to each other through the journeys, did we?
The car was just silent, really. Yeah.
It was very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've both been so strong.
Yeah.
I've been the one that crumpled.
With this third pregnancy now, you guys went through Pgtm testing to make sure that the baby doesn't have the condition. Do you think this testing has helped?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have gone for another one. I didn't want to go through what we went with Kai.
Because of everything you think that you've been through?
Mm-hmm.
Even now, we're excited, but we're nervous. I don't think we're going to settle until she's here and she's in our arms.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks, Bev, as well. Thank you. I thought I'd be so angry thinking that people abort children because of their disability, but that's not the case. It's so much more complex than that. Seeing what Levi had gone through and the trauma that must have brought, and the memorial, and still lighting up the candles and celebrating Kai's birthday. I think for me, I've never really thought about terminating a child because of their disability, but there's so many reasons. Like, I might have to because a child, my unborn baby, could be double dosed. And Pgtm testing isn't able just to eradicate just the most serious genetic outcomes. It removes the disability gene altogether. But meeting Levi and Lewis, you understand why Pgtm testing is actually really helpful for so many people, that they won't have to go through having a baby that's born into this world and sadly passes away. I'm rushing off to see David and Megan because they've got a bit of an update and some news to tell us, so I'm excited to find out what that is.
So yeah, this is Keris.
Oh, hello. Oh, she's a wriggler, isn't she?
She is a wriggler.
She is, yeah.
She likes you, like swimming already.
Yeah. She's a proper wriggler.
Isn't it amazing though? Like, we met you when she was in there.
I know.
And now she's like here.
I know. It's
literally.
It's so strange, isn't it?
It's so special. It's a bit of a workout, isn't it? I bet you just see her and think, I bet there's no feeling like it, is there?
Yeah,
like,
nothing can compare you with the love. Yeah, the love's.
More than love.
It's like love drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. How does it feel, like, all the journey that you've been on, like, with trying to get pregnant, then the IVF, and then the emotions of when they called to say that there's a possibility she could have Down syndrome, and now, like, she's here. Is there anything to sum that feeling up?
All the worry, like, completely evaporates the minute you see her for the first time. How she got here didn't matter. The diagnosis does not matter. Like, here she is, she's beautiful, and she's going to have a brilliant life.
She's so cute, isn't she? For you guys not to have that worry, would it have been better if medical professions or someone told you in a different way?
The fear and uncertainties are just the fear and uncertainties of being rookies at a new thing, bring up a child that no one's prepared for. Do you know what it's like? You know when you take a medication for the first time and it's got all the list of the awful side effects, and you suddenly think, oh no, I don't want to take this because there's all these like 90 side effects, and actually none of them apply to you.
Yeah.
And it just feels a bit like that with Keris. Like, if you only have the medical kind of point of view, then you kind of get all the worst case scenarios. And I could see there why that would lead some parents to perhaps think, oh my goodness, we can't do this, or maybe we should like be considering, termination.
Yeah.
But if you have the lived experience, you get all the joy and the wonder of having a baby with Down syndrome, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And I think we don't want to sort of ever question people's choice, but sometimes if that choice comes from an
one-sided view.
Yeah, one-sided view or an ill-informed view, then it's not really a choice, is it?
I've spoken to many women and couples now about their decisions, but there's one woman I've struggled to ask. I love music. Oh, music, like, when you're feeling like nervous, or you're feeling like emotional, or you're feeling like you just want to go, like a good put music on, sing along, and especially like when I'm driving, I put music on and I belt it out. But yeah, I played some music this morning because I've got a phone call with my birth mom, who I met a couple of years ago, and I want to know what was it like for her to decide to put me up for adoption. Like, I know for her it was 30 years ago, but it's quite a sensitive, super emotional situation. God, bit nervous. Oh, God.
Morning, Ellie.
Morning, you all right?
I am, darling. How are you?
Yeah, no, good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm off this weekend.
Oh, isn't that so nice?
Enjoy Easter weekend.
Oh. In the 2 years since we've met, I haven't felt ready to talk to my birth mum about the reasons she placed me up for adoption. We're following families and like the fear that couples have or women have.
It's a very sensitive subject, Ellie, and it's a really quite traumatic. It's hard for you to hear.
Yeah.
I'd rather you just said, look, that's, I'd rather not hear that, or I'd rather have a break from it. I don't want to in any way upset you. I think, in a way, you're making a decision at the wrong time of your life, because you've just given birth. Your hormones are all over the place. You're physically not right, you're mentally not right, and it's a hard time to make a decision about anything.
Yeah.
Ellie, there was a lot in the background going on. So I kept the pregnancy secret. I'd given birth on my own.
When did you make that decision? Was it when I got diagnosed?
You must have been about a week old.
Yeah.
We went to a geneticist, and she was very abrupt.
Yeah.
And said, there you go, that's what your baby's going to look like. I remember coming back thinking, I don't know, I can't cope with this. It could have been explained in a nicer manner, because that was my life. That was your life, that was us. I mean, maybe there was no answers they could have given me, or no, maybe I wanted a magic wand.
Yeah.
All I could see was your disability. I mean, you can make excuses, but I struggled. I really did struggle. I grieved the child that I thought you should have been.
Yeah.
It was the biggest decision in my whole life. To give your biological child away, there is no bigger decision in your life that you can make. It was momentous. It was huge. It was absolutely horrendous. I was giving birth to you, and you were my baby.
Yeah.
I just handed you over.
Yeah.
And that is...
You okay?
Something that you really can never get over.
Yeah.
Because of the guilt. The guilt is horrendous.
Yeah.
So, you live with it all the time. But it's something that bond that you have that you'll never forget. I couldn't forget you. I couldn't just obviously not ever think about you. I mean, I thought about you every day. And obviously when I saw you at Beijing, straight away, that's my Ellie, my child. I've been a #1 fan. I've watched everything you've done. I've been extremely proud. It's an amazing thing to have a child. It's absolute. There's no love like that. And obviously, forward 30 years, and I realise what a fabulous woman you are. It's just that you're a bit shorter.
Yeah.
And you're a completely perfect person in every way.
We don't want to blame anyone. Decisions are decisions at the end of the day, and you're amazing though.
I don't know really. I think sometimes it was quite cowardly, to be honest.
It seems like she held that guilt for a long time. Yeah. That's sad, isn't it? That's really sad. We put a lot of pressure on the mom in society. It's so amazing that she's so honest and open, talking about what she went through. So I think what people think is the fear of the disability, it's actually the fear of what's inside of them. Actually, as an individual, are you strong enough? Has it changed in the last 30 years? I feel like society's changed in the acceptance of disability. But I feel like that internal fear of disability and how can a person cope is still there.